Experts Heating and Cooling High School Hoops, the postseason edition, presented by myspot.nc.gov. It's Athens Drive in Millbrook, girls basketball, 4A East. We've got second round action for you tonight from Raleigh. Hi, everybody. It's great to have you along. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunholder with you. For Athens Drive, they've broken through the second round for the first time in quite a while. And then they're going to have a real good team to contend with here tonight. It's going to be a tough matchup because this Millbrook team is versatile, but they shoot it as well as anybody in North Carolina. But I don't think you can count the Jags out. They're scrappy.
They are, and they play up tempo. And for them coming against that first round victory against Laney where they won by 2 points, they're coming into this game with a lot of confidence. But Millbrook is the known team, one of the top teams in the state, and they're the #2 seed in the East.
All right, let's take a look at our Sunny Spotlight. Who do you have as our players to watch?
Yeah, for Athens Drive, they've got an outstanding junior in Paris Webster. She averages 10 points per game, 5 assists and 5 steals. She knows how to push the pace and the tempo for them, and she's a leader on the defensive end. She always guards the opponent's best players. She's going to have a big voice tonight in today's game. And then over for Millbrook, Rachel Douglas, one of the top juniors in the country, 4-star recruit. She's got ACC and SEC offers coming in, averages 17 points and 9 boards. She can score from all 3 levels. She's the go-to player for the Wildcats and also a player that does it on the defensive end.
All right, let's get your keys to the game.
For Athens Drive, it's all about their tempo, getting out to a fast start. In that first round game, they started off slow. That's the focus tonight, coming out quick and then limiting the touches for Douglas. Over for Millbrook, being physical in the paint and controlling the boards, and then also fast break and getting back on transition defense is going to be a focus for Millbrook.
It's an old CAP conference matchup here tonight in the second round of the High School Athletic Association playoffs. We'll have the tip from Millbrook straight ahead. Second round action, just minutes from getting underway here tonight. Welcome into Millbrook High School. Athens Drive, the Jaguars. Millbrook, the homestanding Wildcats. Our entire crew on hand tonight. High School Hoops playoff edition. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunholder. Going to be an interesting matchup here tonight as these two get ready to go at it in the second round. One-time conference foes, but now residing in different leagues. It's great to have you along as we get ready for tonight's matchup. And let's take a look at our head coaches. For the Jaguars of Athens, what a job that Allie Stevenson has done. The former Meredith College Avenging Angel has really breathed new life into this program.
She's changed the culture for the Jaguars. 3rd year, and what a success it's been already now getting to the second round of the playoffs and with the mindset to take this thing even further.
Played her high school basketball at Northern Nash, and that's Dan Courtwright. He's in his 2nd year as the head coach of Millbrook. And Coach Courtwright has led them to a 20-3 mark. He is, in his career, a sterling 33-5 so far.
He's built a power here, and they're a team, one of the best in the state. Star power, multiple levels of talent, freshman class, junior class, and senior class. And them and Apex Friendship, the #1 and 2 seeds, a lot of high hopes for them throughout this playoff run.
We kind of mentioned it. Athens had to win on the road down in Wilmington Tuesday in the opening round. They beat Laney. They trailed in that game by double digits pretty much throughout. They limited the Buccaneers of Laney to just 2 points in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they turned up the pressure, and they got off to a slow start in that ball game, but when their backs were against the wall, they played their best basketball in the second half.
Millbrook, no problem. Knock it off Middle Creek in round 1 by 15. You know, Jay, when you look at them, they can score quite a lot, as we know. And we'll elaborate a little more on this after the presentation of our national anthem. All right, national anthem. And in case you're just joining us, we're getting ready for second round playoff action tonight. Patrick Johnson, Sonny Sunalder with you as we get ready, and they're going to introduce the lineups now. Starting with the Jaguars, they're going to open with Layla Forte at one of the forward spots. She's a junior for him. Also Paris Webster, as you see there. Mackenzie Kelly, Jory Mills, and it'll be Ramatu Diaby starting at forward. The starting lineups tonight presented by Air Experts Heating and Cooling. Schedule your $59 winter tune-up today at airexperts.com or airexperts.com. All right, lineups about to be announced for the Brook. You see it there. Rachel Douglas, Sonny talked about her, but Sinai Cole, the freshman point guard, second leading scorer, really good off the bounce.
Yeah, and throughout her career, that's a name to watch. She's going to be a Division I recruit. Had an impressive freshman year, and Carter Ramey, very important piece to the starting lineup for Millbrook.
And you see the rest of the lineup there: McLaughlin, Clark, and Ramey. Douglas and Cole are the main two for Millbrook. There's no denying that, but the thing that Coach Courtwright has really been impressed with this group, the other players have bought into their roles on the team.
They all kind of have the role that they play, and they come out there and do to the best of their ability and unselfish play, and there's the star for the Wildcats, Rachel Douglas, one of the top players in the country.
You know, great GPA, almost a 4.0. She is playing AAU, of course, but everybody in the country, she's the hottest recruit in the Triangle area this year.
Her offers are just rolling in, ACC, SEC. She's going to have her pick of school, and she's a player that's had such a good summer circuit scene playing for the Flames at AAU. I mean, she's come on the scene here, and this has been an impressive junior year. 17 points, 9 boards per game. And
those numbers have actually been better over the last 5. She's averaged a double-double and had a double-double in 4 of those 5 matchups. So it's going to be McLaughlin jumping it up for Millbrook against Diaby, who's a 5'9" senior, one of 3 on the active roster for Athens Drive. They are without their leading scorer. They have been without Markayla Massenberg for about a month. She tore her ACL, and that's going to be a tough call on the jump there. Douglas losing it out of bounds. There's Massenberg, wants to play collegiately. Probably have an opportunity to do so at the D3 level, but it's unfortunate she wasn't able to complete her season. She was having a heck of a year.
Yeah, and really good on the defensive end with her height, 6 feet tall, 14 points, 8 boards per game.
But you know, this team has not really missed a beat without her.
Yeah, I mean, they've kind of found a way to win these ball games, close games especially, and other players have stepped up. Paris Webster has been one of the many. That's a big loss, losing the senior.
Early foul on Millbrook. So Athens will play it in. That'll be on Cole. So something to pay attention to there early. Cole in the matchup against Webster and how that will play out here this evening. Turnover. Quickly back the other way. Here comes Millbrook and a slashing lay-in. Sinai Cole, averaging just under 13. 12 points in the opening round, gets the opening deuce.
And the Brook coming out here in a zone press, just trying to change up the look, make things uncomfortable for Athens Drive.
Pull up in the paint, up and in, Mackenzie Kelly. I will say this about the Jaguars, and Millbrook's very good, Jay. They will not be intimidated will Athens Drive here tonight.
Yeah, no, and they're going to come right back and take their swings as well. And you figure in this ball game that one team may want to slow down the pace. I think tonight we're going to see up-tempo back and forth by both sides.
There's Carter Ramey dishing it a moment ago, 44, and then it's thrown too tall, out of the reach of McLaughlin. An early turn. This is a club that averages 14 a game. In the opening round, despite the 15-point win, they did cough it up 17 times.
Yeah, and that's going to be an issue. Which team can protect the basketball is most likely going to be the team that wins tonight.
Dangerous pass. Jaguars initiating the offense with Kelly. Oh, pretty feed in the high post. And we have a reach in. That's going to be the second team foul. Robin Clark committing the heinous infraction. And Millbrook already has 2 as a team.
It's a physical game so far. Nice look Beat your man, and then the contact coming through.
Winner of this one will get the winner of Garner and upset-minded Southeast Raleigh, who knocked off Pine Forest by 13 in the opening round. Another steal and another transition finish by Cole. And here's where they can really give you problems with that full court pressure. Kelly out of a double, deflected, stolen, lead ahead, dropped it off. Cole takes it on the baseline to the corner. Here's Douglas on the drive to the right hand. She draws contact. Diaby, the senior, her first, and it'll be Douglas heading to the line.
Millbrook's the aggressor so far. Their defense leading to offense, and Douglas, 6 feet tall, using her length, quick first step to get into the lane and get contact.
Athens wanted to limit her touches, and in the half court, that's going to be a tough thing to do. But right now, Millbrook's been able to run out and get transition buckets. It's our Performance Ford of Clinton free throw line. Performance, peace of mind. The performance this season by Douglas, 17 points, 9 rebounds a game. And the 70% free throw shooter missed there. Jay, she gets to the line about 6 times a game. It's really a high number, especially in the world of three-point happy shooting now.
Well, and she's a really good outside shooter, but she also knows how to get to the hoop and score from all 3 levels.
Athens wanted to see what they could do against the man-to-man. Oh, nice step, nice move by Webster. Drops the dime, and it's laid in.
Really good look, and again, it's all set up by Webster, her quickness, and then selfishness created an open opportunity for a teammate.
Diaby averaging 7 points, 7.3 rebounds, 8 points, 8 rebounds in the opening round victory of the playoffs for Athens Drive. Pull up left of the lane, too strong. Trying to get it back was Douglas, though, and it's a scrum on the floor. And a timeout going to be called by the Wildcats. So they'll huddle, and we will discuss what has been kind of a defensive-minded early goings here for both sides. Millbrook obviously showing they can get out in the passing lanes and disrupt things. For Athens, tough to get back in transition when it's a live ball turnover, but in the half court, they're pretty solid defensively.
Yeah, if they move the ball and get into a half court situation, they've been having success. Now for them, it's all about beating the press, and for both sides, really, it's just calming down on the offensive end, getting into their motion offenses, making sure they're patient.
Not only did Coach Stevenson have to deal with Massenberg and that injury in mid-January, but Simone Walker, who was a transfer from the state of Texas, she tore her ACL in the preseason. She was going to be a real asset for this team. Here's a steal, chase down Webster to the left hand, couldn't convert though. Millbrook out and running. Tough catch to the floor. Goes Douglas, tried to kick it out to McLaughlin, and she'll turn it over, and Webster says, let's slow this thing up.
Yeah, both teams just out of control right now. Too many turnovers, uncharacteristic.
Oh, good pass inside, unable to convert Diaby. That's a couple back-to-back possessions at point-blank range. If you're going to win on the road, you've got to score those.
Yeah, that was a really nice look by Jory Mills, number 12.
Oh, the cut and the lay-in, no good by Douglas, who then will foul. Jay, is it a matter of they're just rushing a little bit, you think?
I think both teams recognize the importance of this game. Second round of the playoffs, they're trying to do their best, but both sides just haven't gotten into a flow, and you can just kind of see the importance of getting off to a good start. You know, in these players, they just haven't been able to execute.
Into the game is Savannah Dixon, number 13 for Athens. Jory Mills also out there. It's another miscue. Millbrook kind of booted it up the floor, did Ramey. They're going to finally clear it out to Douglas. Douglas drives, goes up, block, there to clean it up, but unable to convert was McLaughlin. Wow, a lid on the bucket here all of a sudden.
Both sides haven't been able to take advantage of their opponents' turnovers and their mistakes. And close ball games struggles on the offensive end continuing.
Jessica Clemens, wearing 15, is in the game for Millbrook. This is Jocelyn with Dixon in the post. Webster out of a double. Here's a jumper, and it's off target by Diaby. We're going to have a foul. That will be charged to Dixon. The second on Athens. Tight one early, but we're in a little bit of a drought on both sides. Air experts, Raleigh Heating and Air, high school hoops, playoff edition. We'll be right back. NC 529, it's never too late or too early to start saving for education. Welcome back in. It is our Air Experts Heating and Cooling high school hoops tonight, presented by myspot.nc.gov. Patrick Johnson, Jason Alder, and a third opportunity to break away for Cole. She cannot make it this time. Boy, Athens really dodging the proverbial bullet here so far. Now they just got to convert on the other end. Kelly in trouble.
Yeah, Millbrook switching to a man-to-man defense. They're going to a man-to-man, but keeping McLaughlin down in the paint.
Offensive rebound, looped up and through, and Athens takes the lead. That was Dixon. Oh, a short attempt there by Douglas, driving to the hoop again. We're to the floor. It's a tie-up. Arrow's going to give it to the Jaguars. Well, a better start here for the Jags as far as staying in the game. But, Sonny, that's been a problem for them this year, getting off to the slow starts. Right now, the fact that Millbrook can't buy a bucket, that's really keeping them in this one, because their offense a little bit in neutral right now.
And Athens, they pride themselves on being a second-half team. Their focus is coming out here and get off to a good start for them. Some positives, but both sides just haven't found any offensive consistency.
Diaby passing it, stolen away from Webster. That's Cole again, this time with the left hand.
Cole's doing it all on the defensive end, leading the offense.
6 of their 7. So she's matched the Athens output here in the early quarter. Webster feeds it into the corner. Kinsey Kelly exercising the dribble, now will back it out. 2:10 to go here in this opening frame. Little underhand shovel, then the kick out on the diagonal delivery. Tough shot. Dixon handed her face. Ball hit the floor. We have another tie-up. It'll go the way of the Millbrook Wildcats. Good crowd piling in here tonight. Cats will have their boys team playing Hillside, a team that beat them earlier in the year after this game. So always good for the gate and always good for community interest when you have both the girls and boys teams playing double headers.
It's going to be a fun atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
For both teams.
This is always a fun place to come and watch a game, call a game.
Millbrook girls a 2 seed, the boys a 6 seed. So positioned well, if they can continue to win, to have home court advantage.
Coach Courtwright, U.S. Navy veteran, was an assistant here before assuming the job as the head coach. They've won 3 state titles since the 2012 season. Trying to hurry it up the floor here is Millbrook after the turnover. Good job getting back, though, by Athens Drive.
Yeah, 1-3-1 press by Millbrook, having so much success.
Pass off the foot of the cutter. That's Ellie Mosler who's checked in. Mosler could not hang on, and the 5'9" junior had it go off her foot out of bounds, or did it? We're going to say it was last touched by AD. Substitutes running in. Quincy Torin is in the game, a freshman. And that's another bucket there for Millbrook.
Really nice cut by Ivory Galloway coming off the pick on the inbounds play.
Galloway coming off the bench in this one. And we're going to have contact on the drive. And And that'll be Galloway picking up the foul. That'll be the 4th on the team. And now for Layla Forte, free throws upcoming. 57%. She's been to the stripe this year 108 times. And she missed the first. 57% free thrower. Now it's our performance forward of Clinton free throw line. Performance, peace of mind. Jay, you got to make your free throws, especially if you're on the road in the postseason.
Yeah, the winner in this ball game is going to be a team that has fewer turnovers, that makes your free throws. You box out. It's all the small things that's going to lead to a victory. So early on for both teams, I mean, the focus has to be the message, clean up the turnovers. For Athens, you get one free throw to make it a 2-point deficit.
Forte averages 11. That's her first. Now here's Douglas with just 1 point, looking for her first from the field. That was a pretty dish. Whipped it off to Nyla Brown, who's in. And that's an easy bucket for her.
Well, this is a deep group by Millbrook. Another turnover.
Up with the shot after getting the steal. It's Ramey. Quick little 4-0 spurts, busted it out to 6. And that's going to be a charge. Offensive foul. Webster, not a very heady play there. Not only did she push off Jay, but she stepped on that sideline. You never went against the pressure when it taken to the sideline. That's another defender.
Yeah, and great job by Moser, just moving her feet over there, being physical. And Athens drive has to find a way to solve this 1-3-1 press.
Coach Stevenson trying to get her club to hang on here without sustaining any more damage with 40 seconds to go. Let's see how they maybe work it to Douglas here. Oh, nice job to step in and steal it away. Jory Mills causes the turnover. Forte. Rather, that was Webster. Tough leading shot. She's yet to scratch here in the first. Douglas, and one!
Here's Douglas taking coast to coast, recognizing her team has numbers one-on-one, goes, finds the contact, and still has the ability and the focus for the end one opportunity.
Diaby, who's their best presence underneath, now that's her second.
That's huge, but she's got the height inside. She goes over to the sideline.
Douglas, three-point play opportunity, spins out on her from the performance forward of Clinton free throw line. Performance, peace of mind. Knocked away from behind, Cole. 9.2, Sonny, you're down. You've been hit here with a little 8-0 spurt. What do you have to do to try to end on a positive note here?
Well, I think you got to put the ball in Webster's hands and Forte, the top two scorers.
Not a great three-point shooting team. Forte, though, had a good look. Here's Cole, the half-court heave off the top of the backboard. Millbrook got off the schneid, little burst to more than double up Athens after one in the playoffs. Douglas and her teammates with an 8-0 spurt. They're up 15-7 after the first quarter here. Oh, and off the knee of Mackenzie Kelly. Kelly gonna have to hurry to get it across. Oh, she just barely did. Takes it into the alley, had it stripped away. And it's gonna be a tie-up. I didn't see an indication for a jump ball. I don't think they're going to say it was out of bounds, though, and it's going to be Millbrook's ball. We'll see if they change the arrow, but clearly it was a defensive play there made by the Wildcats. And it was indeed a held ball. Douglas getting a little more aggressive now. Short on the shot, bothered just enough by Mills's length. Mills is 5'9", the senior. Tough drive the other way, and somehow Webster gets it to go for her first score.
Well, I like how Athens drive. Even though they didn't have numbers, they still attacked, went downhill, was aggressive towards the hoop.
And Douglas with the look away, threw it away. One thing that they are not allowing Douglas to do here early, Sonny, is spot up and shoot the three.
Yeah, and they're really closing out strong on her now. To her credit, she's going towards the rim, but she's just got to find a way to slow down and execute with all that pressure coming at her.
Mosler goes out. Robin Clark checks back in for Millbrook. Cut, shot is short. Dixon trying to set up Mills. One and done for the Jags. This is Carter Ramey kicking it in the corner to Clark. Nice job working the ball. Cole from 15, too strong. Going to be last out off of the Wildcat.
Oh, this has been a physical game. Bodies flying everywhere. And both sides really going after the ball, and again, not afraid to get down for it. And
interesting, they're going to bring
coming back in.
Diaby back in. Ramato Diaby, the 5'9" senior, had 8 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks in their win against Lady. Oh, it held in the air forever, the steal, but they missed the layup. Oh, put back up and in, though. Right there, right place, right time, Clark. Now it's an 8-point game. This pressure really bothering Athens' drive, and a block's going to be the call there. Douglas now with 2.
Well, when you break this press, you've got to make sure you spread the floor, but also pass the ball forward. Athens drive doing too many horizontal passings and allowing that first man for Millbrook to set the press and then double team to come over.
5th foul on Millbrook there. So 1 to give before we get bonus free throws. Forte goes up, stuffed, rejected in a big way by McLaughlin. Picked up, Douglas. Knocked away, though. Millbrook going to retrieve it. Here is Cole, and Cole will back it out. Going to clear it to Douglas. Douglas tees it up. Don't know if that grazed the rim or not. Everybody stopped for a second. Millbrook comes away with it. Galloway, Cole, nice fake. Goes up, oh, swatted away. Rejected, Diaby.
For Diaby, 2 fouls, so it's going to be important for her to be careful, but a nice job going up and down and sending that ball out of bounds.
Air Experts Heating and Cooling High School Hoops, presented by myspot.nc.gov. Second round postseason action tonight, the 4A girls bracket. This is McLaughlin, who's one of those players, hasn't played basketball very long, a lot of potential. Oh, pretty cut. Cole hammered on the way up, and if that is Diaby, that'll be her 3rd. She was there. Instead, it's going to be Dixon. Now Dixon with a pair.
Athens drive starting to get into foul trouble for Cole. I mean, she has just been amazing, going towards that right side of the hoop. Again, just fearless. Into contact.
7 games in a row in double figures for Cole, who misses the first free throw. She'll attempt her 100th of the season here coming up. Cole at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career today. Cole at 12.7 a game, 3 rebounds. Not really a point guard in the traditional sense that she distributes the ball, but kind of that modern day scoring guard. And all of a sudden here, after a long drought, Millbrook doubling up Athens. This is a badly needed 3 for the Jaguars. Missed everything but the backboard. Reset for Webster. Shuffles the pass in. Diaby there. Or Diaby make it.
A nice look. A good job by the Jaguars, staying patient, moving the ball, and creating spacing.
They don't panic, do they?
When they play their best is when they just play under control, move the ball, get everybody touches on the offensive end.
If that's Dixon, that's going to be her 3rd personal. And it is. So Savannah Dixon, now they're going to say officially her 2nd. and the team's 6th.
Millbrook just attacking again.
Oh, that bit of a tough break it looked like there from that angle. Free throw opportunity here. 2 shots for Clark at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. You can go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. Everett Galloway back in. Clark averaging 3.6. A little bit of a difficult time shooting the free tosses this year and came up empty on them both. Cole able to retrieve it after it was volleyed in the air. She's in a double team. Picked up McLaughlin. Galloway backs it out. Right now Sonny Douglas on the bench.
Well, who's going to be the second scorer for Millbrook? Cole. She's had a really good game so far. I think she's got to look for her shot.
Long 3 is missed. Kelly gonna back it out now. While they want to play a frenetic pace on the defensive end, they do want to work the ball on offense. They feel like limited possessions might be the way to go here. Down 7 though, inside of 4 minutes. Webster gets the step, dropped it down, up and in. That pair is hooked up now for a couple hoops. Diaby with 6 to lead Athens. They've knifed it down to 5. Got a timeout. We'll break with them. Second round of the playoffs, the 4A Girls East. Millbrook by 5 in their home barn. Tonight's halftime report will be brought to you by NC 529. It's never too late or too early to start saving for education. A continued dialogue here with Allie Stevenson, the Athens coach, and the officials. She spent a lot of that time out working the officials out on the floor, trying to get, I guess, an explanation for some of the fouls that have been called. And it wasn't a hostile conversation, but it was pretty lengthy. Let's see if they can take advantage, Athens, here, of a turnover.
The game within the game.
Coach Stevenson's done a really nice job. 58 wins in this their 4th year. Wanted a foul to be called there, but didn't get obliged. Double team, not a lot of crisp ball movement, and it results in another turnover. Douglas back in after the break, the spin, but left another layup short. She's going to tie up the Jaguars post player Diaby there, and it's going to be Athens Drive basketball on the held ball.
You have to give Athens Drive a lot of credit. They withstood the run of Millbrook and gotten into more of a flow. The key for them is they've just got to clean up these turnovers. Way too many turnovers. If they get the ball past half court, they kind of stay under control. They've had success. Paris Webster driving in has been the leader on the offensive side.
Another double team, another turnover. Stolen this time by Douglas. Floats it ahead. Cole with the lay-in. Sanai Cole has 9. Wide open, and it rattles through and down. Quincy Torin, the freshman's first score.
On the previous possession, Athens Drive, when the pressure came, turned the ball over. That time they used the pressure to their benefit. Double team came over, they passed the ball over the top and had an easy layup.
Jay, you know this as well as anybody. To beat any kind of press, or especially an aggressive defense, you just can't dribble it. You got to move the ball.
You've got to have crisp passes. You have to be aggressive with it, and you can't have hesitation. And Millbrook coming out on these double teams are kind of sitting back, and then boom, they jump on person with the ball. Athens has to expect that pressure to come.
Diaby out, still with only the 2 fouls. Cole rolled off. Kelly's first, 7th on the team. This will be a 2-shot opportunity, however.
Millbrook just feels like they can get in the paint whenever they want, and knowing Athens Drive's foul troubles, they're trying to get to the line and put Athens Drive over to the sideline.
Cole at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. You can go to ncdps.gov/careers and start a new career. Double digits for the 19th time this season and the 8th time in a row for Sinai Cole, the freshman. A real pleasant surprise this year for Coach Courtwright. It's up. Missed it. Offensive rebound. Athens comes away with it. Well, stay tuned for the NC 529 High School Hoops halftime report. We'll have first half highlights and more. NC 529. It's never too late or too early to start saving for education. Foul called there. Millbrook. That'll be Cole's second. And that'll be foul number 6 on Millbrook. So Cole will go to the bench. She's really been the most steady offensive performer for Millbrook so far.
Yeah, she's been the best one, the most efficient. Now McLaughlin coming back in the game with her height at 6'2". She's able to control the paint area.
Pass was deflected. Somehow Kelly was able to save it. Almost stepped over. Airmail not delivered, thrown away. Still for Coach Stevenson, just down 6. You know, it's interesting. She played at Meredith, as we mentioned. Her assistant, Brenna Mickey, on this team played at then Peace College. So they were college rivals, but actually become very good friends, as a lot of the Peace and Meredith, now William Peace University players have off the court. Steele, pass ahead. Another missed layup by Millbrook. But they're scrappy. They get it back, and it's going to be a travel. A lot of contact underneath, but Galloway falls to the ground, and they call it a turnover.
So much effort from both teams was just about turnovers. Which team can control and possess the basketball? They are fighting for it.
That was Douglas, actually. Well, she's taking some shots here in this game. Oh, nice job to step in, knock it away. McLaughlin gets it up, gathering and scoring. Clark. 4 for the junior Robin Clark.
And watch Millbrook. They just kind of sit back, and then double team comes. They're doing it every time Athens brings it across midcourt.
Floater. Oh, backed it in, Forte. And that's Layla Forte's first field goal. She had 8 points on 2 of 7 from the floor down in Wilmington in the first round Tuesday. Douglas splits defenders, muscling it up. She's a matchup problem, isn't she?
She is, with her height. She's 6 feet tall. The athleticism. She has improved so much from her freshman year to now her junior year. Look at that first step. She just has that length, the quickness to get into the paint.
2 now on Kelly. And Douglas will toe the line here. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career today. 4 for Douglas. It's the road to Reynolds, the street maybe to the Smith Center Expressway. You're going to be on it. Jay Sunholder, Patrick Johnson with you. Nice to have you along tonight. Great time of year, isn't it, Sonny?
It is. Really good matchups.
Inside of a minute. Catch underneath, blocked away. Nice job, but they missed another shot at point-blank range. Wow.
Comes the pressure.
Webster kicks in the corner. Forte 3, no. They shoot just 20% as a team from deep. This 3 out of the corner. Short. Douglas blocked from behind. Webster. A 1 on everybody, and she goes to the floor, no call. 12 seconds to go. And a late whistle on the block. Ramey will head to the stripe. That's going to be a pair now on Kelly here in the first half. And the Athens fans do not care for that call. Well, hey, fans, stay tuned for the NC 529 High School Hoops halftime report. We take another look at this. Probably the right call, just was a little bit of a late whistle.
A good call.
We'll have first half highlights and more. NC 529, it's never too late or too early to start saving for education. NC DPS free throw line. And making the back end there is Ramey to give her 3. 10-point lead, the largest lead of the game for Millbrook. And the Athens Drive bench thought there should have been a foul called there. And did they hit the bench with a technical? Did they get Coach Stevenson?
No, they didn't, but it looked like a warning over on the sideline.
They couldn't get a shot off. 27-17. Halftime. Millbrook leading by 10 in this second round playoff game. Air Experts Heating and Cooling High School Hoops presented by myshot.nc.gov. Our halftime show straight ahead. You're watching the NC 529 High School Hoops halftime report. It's now time for the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Atkinson is proud to present the MyRDC High School Hoops Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week. From Athens Drive High School, the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Eliza Magana. Eliza is cheer team captain, Coach's Award recipient, a member of stunt team, and carries a 4.25 GPA. Eliza is a 3-year trainer, a member of National Honor Society, and is Athens Drive's homecoming queen. From Millbrook High School, the Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week is Micaiah Braswell. Micaiah is a 2-year varsity basketball player and carries a 3.6 GPA. Micaiah is academic all-conference, a member of National Achievers Society, a National Honor Society nominee, and serves as a YMCA camp counselor.
This All-Star is now entered for a $3,000 scholarship at the end of the season. Congratulations to our Tatum and Atkinson Scholar Athlete of the Week.
Tatum and Atkinson. Injured in a wreck? Call the heavy hitters.
Second round 4A East bracket girls basketball tonight. It's Millbrook by 10 over Athens Drive. You're watching the NC 529 High School Hoops halftime report. NC 529, it's never too late or too early to start saving for education. Well, our first postseason broadcast, got a couple of more before the state championship games planned for you here on High School Hoops. But what a regular season it was, Jason Alder.
It's been awesome. We've had great matchups, really good competitive games. And here's a great game we had. Clayton versus Garner girls with Journey Kiaku, NC Central recruit. Sean Kennedy led the way for Athens Drive. They won the regular season conference championship against Cardinal Gibbons. And then here we saw a huge dunk by Panther Creek against Apex Friendship.
Well, it's been a great season, and we're certainly looking forward to the continued postseason run. Millbrook by 10 at intermission here. More of our NC 529 halftime report after these words. You're watching the NC 529 High School Hoops halftime report. NC 529, it's never too early or too late to start saving for education. First half highlights from this one. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sunalder with you, and Sonny Cole out and running for Millbrook in this one early.
Yeah, Sinai Cole, the freshman, has led the way for the Wildcats. Going coast to coast, 10 points here in the first half. She did it on the defensive end, led to easy buckets. She did from the right hand and with the left hand. And Rachel Douglas has been really well too. Here you see her vision dishing off to her teammates, and then the ball handling and agility to go all the way and get to the line with an and one.
It's been a physical matchup here. Webster effective when she's been able to get away from the defense, dropping it off to her teammates and even finishing on her own.
She's got to look for her shot in the second half, make sure her team has solid possessions, but her ability to find the open teammate with her vision has been top-notch, and they're just leading to an easy bucket by Diaby.
Second half action straight ahead. About to start the third quarter. It is our Air Experts Heating and Cooling High School Hoops presented by myspot.nc.gov. Thanks for being with us here this evening. Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonalder. Another postseason game here at Millbrook. Just get used to them here if you're a Wildcats fan.
Yeah.
Home games in the playoffs. Both programs for the girls and boys are so good.
Yeah, well, this is a fun night tonight with the boys coming up with their game right after this one and going against Hillside. So we want to get a victory here in game one and hoping for another one in game two.
NFHS Network for that one for the boys. That's a turnover. Nice hustle. Pretty play to save it in by Ramey. Which end are we going to go towards there? Boy, what hustle by Ramey.
Defensive end. She's been the catalyst with the pressure. 44 here. Look at the hustle.
Didn't give up on the play, Sonny.
Championship effort.
So it'll be Athens basketball. Well, anytime that ball goes to the wings,
they're trapping.
Oh yeah, Millbrook is all over it. Last touched by the Brook there. And court right. 3 state titles for this Millbrook program. 2012, 2013 back-to-back, then in 16. Oh, what a tough pass. It somehow found its way in, and Mills scores for the first time in this game.
Athens Drive prides themselves on being a second half team, and it's a good possession breaking through the pressure, but they're going to have to continue to kind of solve the issue, which was in the first half. They didn't handle pressure. They need to create some turnovers on the defensive end as well.
Cole, pretty take, couldn't convert. What hustle by Douglas, but it had the ball taken away. Forte chases it down in the short corner. Pump fake, got the defender off her feet, and Kelly sticks it in.
Athens moved the ball out of the corner so the pressure wouldn't come over. Good job executing to make it a 6-point deficit.
That one was partially blocked. Little 4-0 beginning here for the Jags. Webster collects. Forte back to Webster. High post. I could have shot it. Here's a 3-ball. Offensive rebound snatched out of the air by Mills. Bothered on the putback try. Dug out, however, by Kelly. Forte. And they've yet to convert from behind the arc on either side tonight. Kind of funny because for Millbrook, the 3-point ball is an effective weapon. Coming into this one here, Millbrook had made over 106 triples on the season. Contact. Oh, it's going to be an offensive foul. Nice job to stand in there by Clark. Tough break for Athens Drive. Let's take another look at it here with Webster.
Clark, the 5'9" junior, just giving up her body, holding her hands straight up.
First on the team. I think they announced that as Webster's second. Coach Stevenson, who played high school ball at Northern Nash. 4 times she had an ACL tear in her basketball career, including one time at Northern Nash the senior year while they were making a run in the playoffs. 15-footer, nicely done. Diaby's first of the second.
That's what they got to do, get the ball to the middle. Diaby, foul trouble in the first half. You still got to be careful. This is a fun matchup with her and McLaughlin down low battling. Look at both of them.
Over the first 2:40 of this second half, they've outscored Millbrook 6-0. Offense going absolutely nowhere, and Coach Courtright will burn another timeout. That'll be his 3rd of the game. So he's only got 2 remaining with a lot of time still left in this contest.
Well, Athens Drive has been more efficient coming out of the break, and Millbrook just has to find their rhythm and execute on the offensive end. They're getting good looks. They've just missed some of those layups.
Scholar Athlete is brought to you by Tatum and Atkinson. Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitters. Tatum and Atkinson.
Too many turnovers for Athens Drive in the first half. They played more clean in the first few minutes, gotten better shot opportunities, and also on the defensive side, Allie Stevenson's team has played better defense as well, so they're known for a second half team, and so far they've proved that.
In some ways they look like a totally different team, don't they?
They do.
Douglas fouled en route to the hoop.
Now that timeout from Millbrook was all about getting the ball in your best player's hands. They spread the floor and said, Douglas, hey, you take it, go one-on-one. She's had success going to the right.
Douglas just checked back in and then got tagged for her third. Wow, I didn't think it was a shooting foul, but they're going to give 2 shots to Douglas here. Wow. It's a little bit of a break for Millbrook, in my opinion. 6 now for Rachel Douglas, who's at the Performance CDJR of Clinton free throw line. Performance, peace of mind. So those are the first points of the half for Millbrook. Out and running. Here comes Cole. Deflected, stolen. Kinsey Kelly. Sonny, they're doing a better job too of kind of spacing the floor than they did in the first half, although that's a turnover there off a deflection. Back the other way, Ramey. Picked up. Here's Douglas, a first try for 3, and she drains it. Douglas has 10. And that's a myspot.nc.gov three-pointer from Douglas. COVID-19 vaccines are available to everyone 5 and older, and boosters for 12 and older. Find them at myspot.nc.gov. First three-point hit of the night. And now that's the third on Cole. She looks a little bit of disbelief. Millbrook with a 3-point hit, pushing it back up to 9 here in the playoffs. Second round coverage on High School Hoops. Well, here's a way that the Jags can cut into this deficit at the foul line. As a team this year, they shoot 59%. Webster had that one spin out on her at the Performance CDJR of Clinton free throw line. Performance, peace of mind. Allie Stevenson's done a fine job with this Athens Drive program, a real culture shift in her time there. And it's going to be Millbrook basketball after the miss. Jay, assess Douglas's game tonight.
Well, I think, for Athens Drive, the focus was limiting her touches, putting pressure on her. She's faced a lot of double teams. I think we've seen her kind of slow down her game, have more opportunities in double figures already. We've seen her ability to get to the hoop. And that last three-pointer, her range is impressive as well. So I look for her to have another highly effective second half.
That was called on Kelly, and I believe Kelly's 4th. It was. 3rd on the team, so Kelly will be on the bench, and another kind of careless, sloppy turnover from Millbrook.
Yeah, both sides, when you look at this game, just uncharacteristic turnovers, too many missed opportunities. For Millbrook now, McLaughlin's out of the ball game, so their 6'2" center isn't in there. They're still going to get the turnover here, but Athens has to take advantage of a smaller lineup.
They get the basketball back, and then somebody zigged when they should have zagged. They caught a break, though. It's out of bounds off Athens. Wildcats 20-3, 9-0 in the Northern Athletic Conference. They had a controversial second loss of the season here in this building. It was a 44-43 setback to Green Level it was kind of discovered in the aftermath of the game that both books, the home book and the visiting book, had it at 44 all, but the referees had already left, so they couldn't go to overtime. Oh, that one drops in for Brown on a second try.
Second effort just hung there. Now Millbrook able to set up their press.
Dixon got trapped. Quick release, Mills. Largest lead of the game for Millbrook at 11. That one was swatted away there. Brown might have. Do you have a heat check going to the basket? I think she felt really good about the way the ball dropped in. I'm going to try it again.
Yeah, look at her here going in. Oh, nice defense by Diaby.
Diaby playing with 2. Got him early in this game. Lob trying to set up Douglas. They surround her, and then a foul will be called against Douglas.
In the first half, Athens Drive was able to limit the runs of Millbrook. Seemed like when they had a kind of an opportunity to stretch things out, they did. Now 3 fouls on Douglas. She's going to stay in the ball game. Athens Drive has to find a way to cut in this lead, get it back to single digits.
I think there's a lot of time still, but with 3, you can maybe let her go here.
I think there's a trust factor as well.
Oh, yeah.
Just that she can play in this game and kind of protect herself. Now she's playing the deep part of the zone.
Stolen away, another turnover. Clark zips it ahead. Oh, nice give and go. Mills trying to knock it away, commits the foul, the 4th of the half. It's a good pass and a good return.
Really nice look, give and go. There's the contact.
Here's another 3 try. No good by Clemens. Stepped on the sideline, turning it over Webster.
And Millbrook, as soon as the ball was shot and Paris Webster came down with it, they immediately sprinted back, and that's what forced her to go out of bounds. They went right towards the sideline to try to close her off and just put her foot on the line.
Athens Drive trailed by 9 points going into the 4th quarter of their first-round playoff game. They trailed by 12 at the half in that one. They've trailed by 11 this margin tonight. I got to start to get some shots to drop. I don't know if Diaby is the one you want taking that long of a jumper. Well, that was a travel they didn't call. Inside. 2 for Clark coming up.
We talked the first couple minutes about how Athens Drive came out, quick start. They've gone cold, and now Millbrook with the opportunity. With their defensive pressure to really stretch out this lead, and this was almost an and 1.
5-2 on the fouls. Clark 0 for 2 tonight at the line. We'll get a pair here from the Performance CDJR of Clinton free throw line. Performance, peace of mind. So the 3rd round, the sectional finals Thursday. We'll have TV coverage in the regional semifinal next Tuesday, and then the regional finals. And you look around in this 4A East girls bracket. Gibbons, who won Athens Conference, still alive and well. They are taking on Panther Creek tonight. You got Hillside and Pinecrest. It's the top half of the, or bottom half, if you will, of the Eastern bracket. On the girls 4A side, locally, you still have Apex Friendship, Holly Springs. They're playing tonight. Apex Friendship, the #1 seed. We've seen them in recent years. Conley tonight at Richmond. Clayton and Hoggard also meeting tonight. Clayton, first round upset of Topsail. Actually blew them out by 25.
The top 30 teams all in the Raleigh area. Apex Friendship #1 with India Navarre. Stanford commit Millbrook tonight. We see how good they are. And then the #3 seed Garner, Journey Kiyaku. They were in the state championship last year, so really good talent in the area.
On the boys 4A side, Wake Forest getting a first-round win at home over Wakefield. They're taking on Richmond tonight. That game about to start. Pine Forest, Lumberton. We've seen that before, haven't we? Cleveland advancing through, blowing out Garner. Taking on Holly Springs, Pinecrest. Millbrook and Hillside on the boys here tonight. Apex Friendship and the Athens boys. Panther Creek at New Hanover in the 4A East. Largest lead of the night for Millbrook. I think they're starting to wear down Athens Drive here a little bit.
That press has just been suffocating. And Athens Drive, even when they do get it across, they just haven't had the consistent good looks at the hoop.
Here's a steal. Mills to the left hand, rolled off. Keeping it alive inside was Diaby. And here's a tie-up. Allie Stevenson. Almost stolen. Webster. And that's good for a three-point hit. They give her a three, or well, they say it's a long two for Paris Webster. 35% from the floor. Only her second field goal. She's got 4 points, but averaging 10. 35-25. Keep in mind, Athens without Markayla Massenberg. She injured herself mid-January, so they played a lot of games without her, but she was their leading scorer. Kind of gave them that top score to go to, and Forte and Webster were more complimentary. There's Webster again with back-to-back buckets now.
You get the 8 points. Start on the defense then. Good job pushing the ball up the court.
You know, they'd love to come up with an opportunity here to get this to a two-possession game going into the fourth. Millbrook slowing things down, and they're going to get the opportunity because that was a travel.
Yeah, Millbrook just kind of elapsed the last couple of possessions. You said it. Possible two-possession game. Layla Forte, top scorer, coming back into the ball game. Still plenty of time with 13 seconds left, but you've got to expect the pressure.
Obviously, they want to hold here to the absolute nth second, but a tie-up, or is it going to be a foul? Oh, that is a real break for Athens, because that was Douglas, and that could have very easily been her fourth. I'm a little surprised it wasn't called. The arrow, though, gives it back to the Wildcats. So they're able to steal a possession here with 7.4 remaining in the third. That was a big break.
That was. That could have been terrible for Millbrook.
Corner three, up, in at the end of the third quarter. The three-point hit pushes it to 11. Execution, couldn't get it to Douglas. Second option, not too bad. We'll see if that shot was a backbreaker, but that was an enormous three and a really nice piece of execution. The pass out of the high post, and Clemens made him pay for the second three-point hit tonight. And that's going to be a turnover. They jumped Webster after making the pass. The double came. Frustrating night with the turns for Allie Stevenson. They had 16 turnovers in the win at Laney. Had 18 steals, however, in that game. Many of them in the fourth quarter. Now, keep in mind, they were down double figures going into the fourth quarter of the first round game at Laney, and held Laney to just 2 points in the fourth.
Well, in order to come back in this game, they're going to have to create turnovers. They've got to start on the defensive end.
Well, I think Millbrook is not Laney. No disrespect to our friends in the Port City. And that will be it for Dixon. Oh no, her fourth.
The Jaguars have got to limit the shooting opportunities for Millbrook, but also they haven't had success in the half-court offense. They've found some when they fast break. So they've got to get turnovers and lead it into up-tempo opportunities.
Nice move. Pretty finish, McLaughlin. That's her first bucket of the night. That's hard to believe, but very fundamental, Sonny.
6'3". She's got some great potential, and college coaches are looking at her as well for what she's going to be able to do at the next level.
They're salivating, are the coaches. Reach in on Clark. Clark second, third, only the third on Millbrook. Carter Ramey back in the fray as Clemens, who hit the three, going to the bench. If you're just joining us, second round action in the playoffs here. Ramey hit the floor hard and is slow to get up. Athens drive into the second round for the first time under Coach Stevenson. Millbrook lost in the third round to Ashley a year ago, trying to get back there. Nice up and under. Kelly had to go to the bench with those 4 fouls. She's now got 6.
Athens drive still hanging in. Timeout.
I'll say this about Coach Courtwright. He does subscribe to the theory you can't take him with you.
Yeah.
That's already his 4th timeout.
Hey, when he sees something, he'll make sure he's going to bring his team over to the sideline. This is a critical point, especially for Athens drive. Not a lot of time left, only down by 11. But again, you've had struggles on the offensive side. As Allie Stevenson talking to her team. We talked earlier about they've got to do it on the defensive end. They've got to try to find a way to limit Douglas.
Well, we want to thank United Rentals for powering tonight's high school hoops basketball game. United Rentals, you're building the future. We're here to help. I'm Patrick Johnson, Jay Sonholder alongside our entire crew. Great to see everyone here in the postseason. Kind of new life breathed into everybody with playoff basketball. High school, collegiate level, boy, February can be kind of a slog, but when you get to the tournament and you're playing teams that maybe don't know your every move because you're out of conference finally, things do loosen up a little bit. It's great crowds like we're seeing here tonight that make it exciting.
Well, the games become more important, and as a player, you like playing in games where there's pressure on you, and it's win or go home for these teams tonight. And you know the goal is a state championship, so if you win, you're going to get one step closer.
Ramey telling Coach Courtwright she's okay after being shaken up. Douglas with 10. Cole with 10. Douglas out of a double team, got it back. If that's Dixon's foul there, that's her 5th. That'll be Mills's 3rd. Douglas with 10 points here tonight. Make it 11 at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. 32 to go along with 16 rebounds in their first round win against Middle Creek. Both season highs for Douglas, who's got a dozen here tonight. 9 double-doubles on the year and 4 in the last 5 coming in. Kelly left her feet to drag that one down. Forte, this is a big shot that they need. Nobody put a body on Diaby, and she now has 10.
That's one of the challenges for Millbrook when you're pressuring like that. They didn't go back down into the paint to box out. Diaby, with her height down low, easy rebound and put back. Smart timeout by Athens drive to set up their defense.
Sonny, you've certainly seen a lot of teams in the area. We've talked a little bit about 4A girls, 4A boys. Who are some of the other teams that maybe stand out, or some that we've talked about already that really impress you?
Well, I think the #1 seed for the girls, Apex Friendship, You know, they're the team to beat with India Navarre, but Millbrook has the star power as well. Garner went to the state championship last year. They're another team. All three of those top 3 seeds have an opportunity, and they have, you know, their top player is a college prospect. So it'll be interesting to see how things shake out as you move on through the rounds.
Through the hands of Clark. Finally, Cole playing with the 3 personals. Wasn't a real factor there in the third. Working the dribble here. Reach in, no call on Mills. Nice move. That's going to be the 3rd personal. Diaby got her with the body before blocking the shot.
Nice crossover. She's got such a long wingspan, just too much of the shoulder.
So now a pair at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. One more for Clark. Offensive rebound, Douglas. Millbrook 5.5 away from advancing for the sectional final. That's going to be thrown away and out of bounds. One thing that Coach Courtright probably is not pleased with is his team's offensive execution.
Yeah, well, I think at this point, 11-point lead, I'm not saying you have to stall, but you can force Athens drive to come out and guard you and use more clock.
Another miscue. Millbrook back the other way. Douglas has it. Douglas on the attack. Kicks it corner. 3 is up. Too strong by McLaughlin. Will be charged to Clark. Only the 4th on Millbrook here in the second half. They're going to throw it away. Yes, they are. Frustrating night for Coach Stevenson. See Brenna Mickey there beside her. And again, they played at opposing colleges, were rivals with one another, and now coaching together at Athens Drive. A really nice job at AD. Oh, that was a lot of contact there. I was worried about Kelly's leg, and now McLaughlin, a little extracurricular. Arrow favors Millbrook here, so they'll have the basketball.
For Millbrook now, it's just about protecting the basketball. Make sure you take good shots, use some clock, and shorten the ball game.
Cole over to Douglas. Unable to hang on McLaughlin, so it'll be Jaguars basketball.
This pressure from Millbrook, we've seen Coach Courtright go deep to his bench. I mean, he's going to play about 10. He's got confidence in his reserves and keeps everybody fresh for the 4th quarter.
Clemens reports back on in favor of McLaughlin. Galloway 2nd, 5th on the team. Much better job to beat the pressure this time. Tough feed. 3 teed up. Forte rattles it in. So Layla Forte knocking it down, the 3-point hit.
Nice response by Douglas to the 3 from Athens Drive, and then immediately go towards the hoop.
So 14 now for the junior. Step back, pulling up. No good by Kelly. Inside of 4 minutes to go, Millbrook maintaining this double-digit advantage that they've enjoyed for much of the second half. Second round of the playoffs with the boys game still to come here on High School Hoops. Winner of this one will take on the winner of Garner and Southeast Raleigh in the sectional final. There's a steal on the inbound and unable to convert. Good hustle though, Webster got it to go. She was hammered.
Athens drive just refusing to be denied. A turnover, just miscommunication. The Webster relentless on the boards, and you get the foul, but still have the ability to focus. An opportunity to cut in this lead.
6th on the team, the 4th on Douglas. And Webster now has 9 as she completes the three-point play from the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw strike. They're hanging around. They got it to 7. Mosler in, gives it up to Douglas. Kicks it corner. Replay of what we saw at the end of the third. Yes, it is. Clemens. Second strike from behind the arc. The corner three, if you can make that with some consistency, you're a real asset to your team.
And just slow down the momentum of Athens drive. Had a good defense seeing an and one, and then Millbrook comes back with the response.
She was 3rd on the team coming in, was Clemens with 23s made. She's hit a couple here tonight, 2 of their 3. For Athens, it's tough. They've only hit 1 3, and they're turning it over, and they're just not a real noted three-point shooting team, and hard to come back in this game if you can't score it from distance.
So in a way, they've almost had more success going into the paint and getting fouled than making the shot.
They'll try another one from deep here. Nice save on the inline. Millbrook comes up with it, though. Cole was screaming for the basketball. Millbrook working some time here. Nicely done by Cole. A dozen for the freshman.
They used time off the clock, and then they executed, and then they were able to set their team defense. And Rachel Douglas at the top of the zone. She just presents so many problems with her frame and her ability to anticipate and jump in passing lanes.
Good feed, missed it, got it back, got hammered, did Diaby. And that's going to be charged to Clark. Well, Sonny, an update. Garner advances past Southeast Raleigh, so it looks like Millbrook, if they hang on here over the final 2:18, will take on Garner.
That would be a really good matchup.
Quincy Torrin back in. 11 now for Diaby at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. They missed the second. Go to ncdps.gov/careers to start your new career. Jags just can't quite get over the hump, can they?
They've had moments right when you feel like maybe they have the ability to, they have the momentum. There's been a response from Millbrook.
Oh, good attack for the Cats there, and Clark wanted an N1. They're just spreading them out and driving by him now. Well, you see that so much of the college game. And if Millbrook can execute that, that makes them very, very deadly.
Well, they have the athleticism. And you can spread things out, and you have the ability to go one-on-one and kind of have a two-way go. That's why they've had so much success.
It's their largest lead of the night. They've matched it here at 13 with 1:52 to go. Athens has got to start getting some scores. It's going to be another turnover. Mills travel. Well, let's take a look at tonight's Air Experts heating and cooling play of the game. To end the third, the nice setup and the three-point hit. Clemens! And this is not a replay, Jason. I don't know what we're about to see here. She struck a big shot just moments ago.
Same spot, perfect rotation, knocks it down once again.
Air Experts, schedule your $59 winter tune-up today at yourairexperts.com. That was Athens who took that timeout, leaves them with 3. Millbrook has just the 1. The arrow does favor Athens drive. Well, Sonny Millbrook, you were on hand for that tremendous finish championship last year for them. They've got Hillside tonight. What do you think of that one?
I think it's going to be a really good game. And Chris Davis has a young group over on the boys' side, a talented group, star freshman, veteran leadership, C.J. Jordan. They won the conference championship, and there they are waiting for their chance for this game to be over.
Douglas going to try to work some clock here. Millbrook has maintained a double-digit lead since halftime. That big 3 from Clemens. Got a little bit of a push from Athens drive to start the third quarter. Jaguars trimmed it down to 4, but from that point on, Millbrook got a little more buttoned up and turned up the intensity defensively. 4 now on Cole after the turnover. Webster will head back to the free throw line. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety charity stripe. Good hustle here by Webster, playing hard till the end.
Yeah, I mean, for her, she's faced so much pressure tonight with all the double teams coming at her. See her just continue to dive for every loose ball, every opportunity. This is for Athens, really tough matchup for them, but they've hung in here tonight.
Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. Webster on her average with 10. Athens will burn their timeout here. 1 of 3 remaining, leaves them with a pair. Coach Stevenson coaching hard until the end. So Garner advances through. Millbrook, if they are able to hang on in the final 104 here, up 11, and it seems like that they will be able to do that. We'll be hosting them here Saturday.
It'll be a track meet.
Will be, won't it?
Both teams believe in the fast break and the celebration already going on.
Millbrook, more than anything tonight, Sonny, has impressed me defensively with how they have executed their traps, how they've executed when they've extended the defense. That's been more impressive, obviously, than the offense. Now you look up, they've got 51. They're averaging 56.5 on the year, but this has been a real grinder for them as far as the offense goes, and it's really because of the way they've played defensively.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't really been efficient shooting the ball, but their defense is something they've had consistently through every game, and one of the reasons why they're one of the top teams in the state. And for them, we haven't seen them switch defensive rotations or schemes. They've stayed in what's worked because Athens hasn't been able to solve it.
Douglas fouled. It'll be a 1-and-1 as that's the 9th. So Douglas will have a chance to add on to her 14. Rachel Douglas at the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw line. Go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. Offers from everywhere in the nation practically. Douglas will, which is kind of in vogue now on Twitter, will thank whichever school gives her the offer, but really hasn't tipped her hand. There's no school, at least that we've been able to determine, that has the inside track right now.
Well, it's tough to make a decision when you have so many.
Well, that's true. That is true.
There are coaches at the game tonight and basically named the school, and she has an offer from them.
The thing I think that college coaches would like about Douglas is she can obviously do more than just score the basketball.
She plays hard, and on the defensive end, I mean, her talent is just as good over on the offensive side, and 6 feet tall that can shoot the ball from the outside, handle the ball. She's a versatile player.
16 tonight for Douglas inside of a minute. Whistle. Stops the clock with 43.9. Opportunity at the stripe here. Diaby. She's got a dozen. At the North Carolina Department of Public Safety free throw stripe, go to ncdps.gov/careers and start your new career. Diaby's the type of player that for a D2, D3 would be a real asset to have, especially with all the intangibles in her athleticism. Came up the block there. Might be too little too late, however, for Athens drive. Deep three, Webster. Fielding the miss, Ramey. And Webster's going to foul her. It'll be 2 free throws on the other end for Carter Ramey.
For Athens drive, they're going to finish 20-7, but what a great year they've had, and Millbrook's going to continue on. They've showed a lot of fight tonight.
Ramey 9 of 16. Now 10 of 17 this year. 4 points for her. The freshman Torin in. And Mills will go to the bench for the final time in her high school career. Nice ovation from the Athens Drive fans. Carter Ramey with 5, and the lead its largest at 14. Final 5, a steal. Cole will wisely dribble it out, and Millbrook will advance to the 3rd round for the 2nd straight year with a 55-41 victory. Our trophy presentation when we return. Millbrook drops Athens tonight. Millbrook advancing on to the third round. A date coming up with Garner, who was victorious tonight over Southeast Raleigh. Our Jay Sunalder is standing by to present the championship trophy for our high school hoops broadcast. Sonny?
Coach, your team played suffocating defense tonight, a major factor in the win. Talk about how good your performance was.
It's something we've been striving to do all year, right? When we interviewed earlier, I told you we were run, flow, hunt, and pressing and transition is just one of those things, and we're really buying into that, and it really helped us out tonight.
In your offense, when Athens seemed to gain some momentum, always seemed to come up with the big shot or the big drive to the hoop.
Well, that's the risk you take when you press as much as we do. You're going to leave somebody open. We expected them to come out zone. They came out man. There was some adjustment period. We struggled, we forced, but eventually we came back and found a way to win.
And we learned that Garner won tonight, so on Saturday, your team will be facing Garner. What can we expect in the third round matchup?
Good game. Good game. We played them before. It's going to be a good game.
Well, Coach, congratulations on your victory. Good luck on Saturday in the third round. And here's your high school hoops trophy for winning the ball game. Congratulations.
Great job, Jay Sunalder, as the team celebrates a 21st victory as they'll advance to the third round of the playoffs. Douglas with 16, Cole with a dozen here tonight. Well, all of us would like to take a moment to thank the wonderful folks at Air Experts Heating and Cooling who make these games possible for viewers at home. We'd also like to thank our other great sponsors for their contributions to our high school hoops on MyRDC 28, myspot.nc.gov, NC 529, Performance Ford and Performance Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, and the North Carolina Department of Public Services, and Tatum and Atkinson. And we especially like to thank tonight's participating schools and their administrators for their support, Athens Drive, and our host, Millbrook High. Join us next Tuesday on MyRDC to watch another exciting playoff matchup in the fourth round. For Jay Sunalder and our entire crew, I'm Patrick Johnson. Millbrook advances. So long from Raleigh.